All right, Shalom. Before we start, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chak double honors the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, Shalom out there. And this is going to be some sort of around our news and prophecy. I want to start getting into these a little bit, Lord willing. All right, you know, uh, going through the things that's happening around the world and linking it up with scripture. All right, because these things that happen. It says, let's get first. Let's get this real quick. It's Second Esdras 9. And when he says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, so we have to measure the time diligently in itself. All right, we gotta watch. Matter of fact, let's get that as well. Excuse me. It's Matthew 24, and Matthew 24:42. It says, "Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth cometh. Salaki doth come." All right, you gotta watch and we gotta pray. I think it says that in Mark. Let me see. Mark 13 and 33 says, "Take heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is." Okay, so we gotta watch and pray, man. Measure the time diligently in itself. By seeing things that's happening in the world. All right. First, I want to get you know, there's a lot of things going on. You can't keep up with everything, but made through the Spirit, Yahweh Shemi Awashah, Lord willing is edifying. All right, but I want to go to start with this. From the peoplesvoice.com, it has different many articles to go into. All right, but it was one I was looking for. Yeah, I think this is it. So this says WEF suggests hardcore censorship as means of restoring public trust and global elite. All right, so they want to censor. Censorship is coming, man. Hardcore censorship is what it says. All right, let's get that word censorship. See if we can look it up. Let's go to the amount of censor. Oops. Censorship. It says Office of a Censor. It's not what I wanted. Let's see. We can. Let's go here.
Censorship.
So censorship. It says the suppression of prohibition of any parts of books, films, news, etc., that are considered obscene, politically unacceptable, or a threat to security. All right, and that word prohibition. Let's give you a definition. Um, Prohibition. It means the meaning of prohibition is the act of down here. The meaning of prohibition is the act of prohibiting by authority. All right. It says prohibition is the act of forbidding or outlawing something. All right. So they're prohibiting certain things, and what they going to prohibit is this truth. Eventually, you know, well, through the Lord's gonna put a spirit on them, and the Lord's gonna bring a famine. All right, and it might come, by a blackout, electrical grid. The electrical grid gets attacked. All right. So So let's read about this a little bit. WEF suggests hardcore censorship as means of restoring public trust in global elite. It says the people of the world are rejecting the globalist agenda because they have too much information at their disposal, according to the World Economic Forum, which has ordered world governments to engage in hardcore censorship as means of restoring public trust in the global elite. It says Jean Borgault, the president and CEO of Internews, an international nonprofit that provides support to media outlets in more than 100 countries, addressed how to prevent the spread of anti-globalist information during a Davos conference panel titled Defending Truth. It says global trust in institutions is eroding, reflected in how 40% of people consistently trust news. It says empowering internet users with media information literacy, advancing information integrity, and enhancing transparency are vital for addressing the spread of false information. Read WEF's description of the Thursday session. And it says panelists, including Borgault, sought to answer the question, what actions do stakeholders need to preserve a healthy trust ecosystem? And it says the Blaze report, Borgo explained that one of the most effective ways to keep people from being exposed to so-called inaccurate information is to develop lists or guides for advertisers to tell them where to and where not to spend. Our disinformation makes money, and we need to follow that money. And we need to work with, in particular, the global advertising industry. Bargold said a lot of those dollars go to pretty bad content, so you can work really hard on exclusion lists or inclusion lists just to really try to focus their ad dollars toward the good news and information, the accurate and relevant news and information. Borgo expressed frustration that social media platforms do not employ enough trust and safety people to monitor and remove disinformation shared on their platforms. So they're gonna bring hardcore censorship soon. Let's get real quick. Amos 8:11 it says, "Behold, the days cometh, said the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst." All right. And there's the famine of the word is gonna come. A famine of the land as well, but not famine of the land, the famine of the word, famine of bread and water is too, but the Lord's gonna bring a famine of the word. Okay, let's get Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 7:26. It says, "Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet. But the law shall perish from the priests, and counsel from the ancients." All right, so people gonna be you can people gonna be looking to when that famine of word comes, people gonna be looking for the men of the Lord, to give them a vision, some type of what's going on, because people may still have Bibles in their possession, but they're not gonna have the true understanding. The true understanding is gonna be with the elect, and Lord willing, we of that number. All right, it says according to Internews website, the nonprofit seeks to help people worldwide gain access to trustworthy news and information to make informed decisions about their lives and hold power to account. All right. Now I'll put this Lord willing I remember it. Put this in the description. Okay, so that's what's going on, man. They want to bring censorship because they want to bring in their new world order. All right. Um, let's go to this. To read about this a little bit because they having their World Economic Forum right now. Not the world. Yeah, the World Economic Forum. In Davos, Switzerland, and they're talking about a lot of things. All right, and one of those things, they talk about is this new disease X thing. All right, it says WHO directed calls for a world pandemic treaty to prepare. All right, they're telling you to prepare for this thing, prepare for disease X. All right, sorry, it says World Health Organization Director General Tedros Ghebreyesus, if I said that right, has called on countries to sign on the Health Organization's pandemic treaty so the world can prepare for disease X. Ghebreyesus, speaking in front of an audience at the World Economic Forum in Davos on Wednesday, said that he hoped countries would reach a pandemic agreement by May to address this common enemy. Disease X is a hypothetical placeholder virus that has not been formed, but scientists say it could be 20 times deadlier than COVID. Ooh, almost said the word. Than COVID-19. It was added to the WHO's shortlist of pathogens for research in 2017 that could cause a serious international epidemic, according to a 2022 WHO press release. Gabricia said that COVID-19 was the first disease X, but it's important to prepare for another pandemic. These are things that are unknown that may happen, and anything happening is a matter of when, not if. So we need to have a placeholder for that, for the diseases we don't know. Gabricia said we lost many people during 2020. All right, you see it. I can't highlight it. Let me see. During that, because we couldn't manage them. Gabricia said at the global confab, they could have been saved, but there is no space. There is not enough oxygen. So how can you have a system that can expand when the need comes? He said that a shared response via the treaty would help the world better react to another outbreak. All right, so they're preparing for another we're preparing for another pandemic, really. All right, and we know in the end days it was going to be pestilence and different things to come out. All right, Matthew 24. It's 7. It says, "For the nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places." See, there was loimos for pestilence. In the Greek, it says pestilence, a pestilent fellow, pest plague. That's a lot. Give me one sec. All right. So the word for pestilence in the Greek is loimos. It says pestilence, a pest fellow, pest plague. Down here, a plague, literally the disease. Okay, so that's what a pestilence is, disease. As we can read it in a different translation. Matthew 24 and verse 7, it says, "Countries will fight each other, kingdoms will attack one another. There will be famines and earthquakes everywhere." And they took that out. That's important. These other translations go off a lot. All right, you got to include that. Pestilence is coming. Okay, no, there's gonna be another shutdowns. All right, lockdowns coming back. The first one A lot of people went out of business. Okay, but this next one, hey, people gonna really, really hurt. Okay, Bill Gates and his wife said this next pandemic is gonna catch a lot of people's attention, and they meant that, man. All right, let's get Second 16. Second 16 and 17. Woe is me who delivered me in those days, the beginning of sorrows. Matter of fact, I want to, yeah, 15, Salakia. Is it 15? Hold on, give me one sec. Yeah, 16, it was 16. It says, Salakia for that. Woe is me, 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great deaths, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for an amendment. Okay, so famine, plague, and tribulation is coming, man. That's what the Lord's about to send, you know. And these people are preparing for it. They're already making jump shots for it, you know. So they prepare for they're preparing for this thing, you know. And it's the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. So hey, anything could pop off, you know. They could bring lockdowns. All right, it could be a political war. We know that could happen. Civil war. All right, and we already know that wars are in the works. So I get, you got U.S. Iran. All right, this is a U.S. base attacked in Iraq hours after Iran vows revenge for Damascus attack. It says this came out January. What's today? Today it came out today. Matter of fact. All right. It says Iran-backed armed groups have targeted U.S. troops in Iraq hours after Tehran vowed revenge and blamed Israel for a deadly attack on building housing its elite forces in the Syrian capital Damascus, driving fears of wide regional conflict. The attack caused an Iraqi and possible American casualties. The U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, said on Saturday, and came hours after Tehran vowed to take revenge against Israel for its strike targeting the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps in Syria. All right, so the things are heating up, man. All right, let's get just get Joel 3. This is Joel 3 and Joel 3 and 9 says, Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. All right, and the Lord, that's what's ultimately about to come. The valley of World War III, Armageddon. You know, Isaiah 34, and what was it? I just had it. But let's get Revelation. Revelation I think it's 11. Yeah, Revelation 11 and 14, it said, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. I just wanted to see what it says in different translations. ESV, the second woe has passed. Behold, the third woe is soon to come. Okay, and then that second war was World War Two. This is Revelation 9 and 12. One woe was past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. So that's World War 1, 2, and 3. And World War 3 is coming. All right. Well, let me see that armor. Is that Revelation? I think it's a Revelation. Yeah, okay. Revelation 16 and 16, it says, Revelation 16 and 15, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. All right, that garment is this truth, man. All right. It says, oh, is this truth? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It says, he gathereth them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue. It says Armageddon, but it's Harmageddon. Okay. Let's see if we can get Har means hill, mountain, hill country, mount. Okay. So Har, Mageddon. All right, place of crowds. Okay. So Harmageddon. All right. And that's what's getting prepared for. You know, these nations going to World War III. All out nuclear war is going to come soon, man. All right. So this is what's happening. You know, all these things happening. There's more, you know, that's happening around the world. All right. Just look at some of these. BlackRock CEO at Davos, you have to force change. At BlackRock, we are forcing behavior. So they're gonna force these things on the people. You know, force change, man. All right. WEF order governments to demonetize citizens who believe in conspiracy theories. All right. Fully juiced world champion Pole Vaulter died suddenly at age 29. I wonder why. All right. Everybody who got AIDS, that juice ain't good for you. All right. And with this, they're gonna demonize, you know, the people who are in the truth. All right. Israelites, you know, truthers, mainly the ones who are in this truth, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. All right, us Israelites, the ones who are, you know, who go against this new world order, they're gonna demonize us. All right, affliction and persecution. All right, they're gonna come down with a great wrath, like in Revelation 12 and 12. All right, let's read that real quick, because everything there, we are exposing what these people are doing. It says Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, and they know their time is short. You know, so they don't come down with a great wrath and do all they can. All right, because they're being exposed. You know, um, that man of sin. Second Thessalonians 2 In 8 it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Or even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right, so they're being exposed now, man, and that son of perdition is they know who, we know who they are, and the world knows who they are. All right, and they're getting sick of it. They're getting sick of their, it's getting sick of Esau Edom, these unelected officials. All right, so hey, I just want to bring a lot of that, some of this out. All right, Lord willing, is edifying. Maybe Lord willing, I could start doing these more often. You know, but I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the whole elect. All right, Lord willing, this is edifying. Till next video, Shalom.